Here we are today. We're going to break down this Sega Genesis. That's right. And if you look down in there, there's going to be some free gold in there. Absolutely. How do I know? Because a lot of these games you wasted a lot of your youth on does have gold on these boards. If you guys are interested in seeing what is inside of it, it has a board with a chip on it, and it'll usually have a battery in there for the memory. But I won't be cracking into these because these are my personal collection. What is not of my personal collection is this guy. It has 14 other siblings along with 27 other controllers. So we're going to crack into this guy and see how much gold we can get out of it. So right off the bat, everybody's going to say, hey, Scrooge, don't you know those are worth money? Well, like I said, I have 15 of them in total along with my own personal collection. And I know from being a collector that there's going to be two people interested in this particular unit. It's either A, going to be a collector, and they're not going to want a unit that I found in the garbage. B, or there's going to be scrappers. And they're going to buy them from you for cheap or next to nothing. Why? Because there's probably not going to be a lot of material in there, but I tell you what, there's gonna be something to be had. But when you find your material in the garbage like I do a lot of the times, or people are giving them to me out of like a flooded house and stuff like that, then you're not going to want to actually resell that. But I tell you what, that says do not remove. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but it says do not remove, and I can't help myself. But hey, underneath there, it looks like it may be silver fingers underneath there. So for all you silver guys, absolutely, that's worth going to. You actually find those boards quite a bit in older vintage material for sure. But what are we going to have in here? Well, that's just going to be the plastic, and I may keep this and actually hang it on my shop wall. Why not? It may be a decoration. I have no idea, but that is really bright. I know it's not coming up across the screen right now, but that is super bright stuff happening right there. And what is it? Well, that's going to be steel. The magnet sticks to it, and there's going to be some screws along here holding this shield in, and we're going to get that off for you guys. Alright, so we got this flashing loosened up, and I'm glad to have it off because it sure is blinding me. Again, that's just going to be a little bit of steel, and it's going to go into your steel pile. But hey, it's actually showing some promise on that board for sure. It is. If you look down in there, you're going to have some flat packs, and you're going to have some IC chips, and you're going to have a nice chunky silver crystal oscillator, even an LED. So we're going to get down on that board and look at it as soon as we get it out of here. I'm not sure what more it's going to entail in taking this guy off, but hey, we're going to figure it out. It may take a couple screws, and I think I see them right there. Alright, so we have the board, and if we get you guys down in here on this board a little bit, it actually is super nice. If you look at it, yeah, you're going to have a lot of stuff in this Sega chip made specifically for this game station, and there's going to be some gold inside of there for sure. But hey, we're going to take a better look at this because we can't forget, we still have a couple of those remotes that we have to take apart. So here's the remote. You're going to have a wire on here, and you're going to do that guy off wherever you feel comfortable. Some people say clip it right off at the base. I don't know. But if you look down inside there, that's going to be insulation in that guy. So that's not going to be worth a lot. And is it worth stripping? Absolutely not. Well, this guy now does not have his wire, but he's going to have a bunch of little Phillips head screws that we're going to take out. Alright, so now we got all the screws out of this guy, and it just comes apart. And I'm not sure, yeah, the buttons are going to fall out and everything else. And again, you're going to have a little bit of that low-grade wire that is attached to the board. So we're just going to take our flush cutters here, and we're just going to nip this guy off. I doubt that there's going to be any gold in this connector. Why do I say that? Because it's actually mounted right to the board. And if it's mounted to the board, they generally don't put any gold inside of there. In fact, you can't really see any gold showing. But let's check out this side. So you're going to have an IC chip right here for sure. It says IC1 right there. So I'm willing to bet there's going to be some gold in that IC chip. These are going to be silver contacts on here. I know that they're a little harder to get to, but hey, we collect them up nonetheless. Why? Because it's there and it's free, and we have a whole collection of it. And I'm not sure if this is going to be silver underneath this board, but these are going to be some of the boards that we will put through our live bath, and we will take the solder mask off, and we'll actually see, because sometimes they will be plated in silver, and that's a free score for all you silver guys. Now it's literally a matter of rinse and repeat. Basically do the exact same thing and come off really easy. There's no screws in there. It comes off there, and we're going to take our flush cutters once again and cut off that. But this one looks actually different. So there's a score right there for sure. I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but hey, let's get these wires off of that board. I'm actually surprised because now this board is different. So that just goes to show everybody that even though you take one thing apart of something, you never know if there's a better item to be had in the same exact thing. I mean, because they upgrade and sometimes they downgrade stuff. Sometimes they find a way to make it cheaper. So look at that. On the back of this board, there's still no gold plugins on there, but I tell you what, there's an IC chip, some resistors, and another one of these ceramic disc capacitors. And I tell you what, those, especially in this vintage, will have some silver in them. So that was a definite different score. And again, you're going to see that gold on the front. Now this guy has some IC chip, and that's going to be super nice with the silver. But hey, look at that controller setup. That has some gold contacts on there. And I wonder if that gold is going to go all the way through the board. It may not, but I tell you what, we're going to check it out anyways. So look at that. That's absolutely a neat score on just a random different controller. So maybe it wasn't rinse and repeat. Maybe you need to go through every one of them and check it out. All right, so you got your boards. Now what? Well, I tell you what, we're going to depopulate these for you guys. Yeah, there's going to be some gold fingers or some gold pins in here, whatever you guys want to call them. They're very thin and they're on some brass, but hey, we're going to get those out. And we may even be able to get that silver crystal oscillator open nicely to be able to show you guys what it looks like. But we're going to get these chips off of here. We're going to take all these capacitors off of here, and we're going to depopulate everything we can and put it in its slot where it's supposed to go, because we got a lot of IC chips. We got some MLCCs, and especially at their age, they may contain some silver. And if not, they go into my MLCCs anyways. And again, these guys are the aluminum capacitors, and they're not worth much. I'm not sure what the E stands for down there by my big old thumb, but I tell you what, I have a few of them and I collect them up. And again, you're going to have the two-leg or double-leg package, whatever you want to call it, and those are going to have some gold bond wires in there. What am I talking about? Well, for all you new guys, every one of those legs on that chip right here represents a gold bond wire. That's right, it goes from here and it goes into the center of a die, and all these little gold bond wires add up, and that's where you're going to find all your hidden gold on these electronics. Absolutely do not pass it up. But so we're going to get this all depopulated, and we're going to check out and see what we got. So now, if you guys are wondering how I get these chips off of here, when I'm in my shop, I actually put them inside of an oven. But right now, for now, all I do while I'm working with you guys is I take a knife with a sturdy handle and everything. I make sure I'm drawing away from me, and you just run it down those legs. And then you run it down the other side of the legs just like that, and you make sure your knife's not pointed at you, and you just put a screwdriver underneath there, and you give this guy a wiggle, and you'll hear it, and there it goes, and it just pops. And it'll come right off the board. So for you guys that are doing this in apartments and stuff like that, to where you can't really use heat or make a lot of smell or anything like that, hey, this is absolutely a very viable way to do it. So again, with the same thing with these double leg packages or whatever, you just basically run down the side of it, and then you come along, and they will just flip up. And you just break them off again. Same thing, the 4-leg package ones, you kind of got to work them around a corner, you know, which is okay. You can take the legs like that, and you go around on this guy here, on this corner. And if you do it right, you can get up underneath there, and it'll come right off. So yeah, that's how you do both of those kind of chips. So now I literally just put my screwdriver underneath this and lift it up, and all those pins came out. So now we're going to take our flush cutter, and we'll just go along here and we'll just clip these guys off. I usually hold on to them because my flush cutters aren't the greatest and they go flying. But hey, that's how you collect up all these little gold pins. And I know you guys are going to say that it's not a lot, but I tell you what, if you get them for free and you're doing nothing but sitting here watching me anyways, why don't you guys play along at home? And if you are playing along at home and you're learning something new, then hey, hit that subscribe button for sure. If you guys are going to watch the videos and check it out and you get some value out of it, then hey, absolutely, that's what helps me keep going and keep putting on videos like this. I know some people watch for the cringe factor because they secretly enjoy watching some of their favorite items get scrapped out. And I know you guys are out there. You don't have to comment. That's okay. That's all right. Hey, if you enjoy the content, you enjoy the content. Who am I to judge? Ain't that right? But I'm going to continue going down the line, and I'm going to keep getting the rest of these guys off. Alright, so now we got the board cleaned off except for these blue guys. I didn't like how they were looking, and I don't want to start crunching stuff, especially like ceramic stuff. You really don't want to be mucking around breathing that in. So when I depopulate the rest of this stuff, including this guy right here, I'm not sure exactly what he is, so I'm going to leave him on the board. But I tell you what, I'm still interested in him. But I'm going to leave him on the board, and when I clean off the rest of the material like this, and that MOSFET as well, I will take care of the rest of this stuff. But I think that's going to be all the gold bearings stuff that's in here. There may be some gold inside of this power outlet, or it may not. I have no idea, but it does not look like these pins are going to be gold. It actually looks like that is copper in the light. So this board's going to go in with my other boards, but I tell you what, I want to get in on some of these flat packs. I want to crack open one of these guys and that silver crystal oscillator so we can get a look at what's going on inside. So we have this Sega chip. I don't know who produced it or who made it, but if you look down inside there, we cracked it open. You can see that die I'm always talking about. That's right. And if you look down close to that die, there is gold bond wires in there. So this is where you're going to find all your hidden gold. And that's the die I keep talking about, making all those connections. And sometimes you can pull it out. And yeah, not all the time is it going to be gold wires inside there, but I tell you what, I do see some visible gold. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. But anyways, so that's where a lot of your hidden gold is going to be on these chips and stuff. So absolutely do not throw them away. And I know this silver crystals oscillator is going to be a bugger to get into, but we're gonna do it. All right, so here we have the inside of that silver crystal oscillator. And if you look at that white little disc in the center of your screen there, that's where all the silver is going to be in these guys. That's right, it's there. It exists, and you can see a thick film resistor right there. And I'm not sure what's going to be underneath of that right there. But this is the silver that everybody hunts for in those silver crystal oscillators. And you can also see a couple MLCCs hanging out down there underneath of it. I don't know if I really want to poke at it. I know these guys are really delicate, so to even get it to this state for you guys to be able to see it is kind of a feat in and of itself. But yeah, so there's the MLCCs right there. You can actually see how thin and flimsy and fragile this disc actually is. So for all intents and purposes, until your time to process those, leave them as is my suggestion. So I went and took apart that tactile switch. It's your on-off switch, things like that. But if you look inside there, there's going to be some gold-plated fingers inside there, and absolutely right there as well. So I tell you what, we're going to take those guys out. You find them, and sometimes they'll have silver in them, and sometimes they'll have gold in them. This time there's gold in there. But when you have a multiple of them, they're absolutely worth it. So we're going to have some gold pins, and that LED right there is absolutely going to have a little gold hair in there. There's some gold plating on that switch right there, and you're going to have some gold definitely inside of these chips. And there's a few glass diodes. I'm not really sure, but hey, I take them off the board and I save them up anyways. They may have a potential for something, just like these silver crystal oscillators right here. And it's interesting seeing the inside of them. You don't see a lot of people crack those guys open, and I can see why by the remnants right there. But again, you have another IC chip, and then on these boards here as well, you guys are going to have some random gold flashing, which I was really surprised because this guy right here had a promise of an IC chip, and I was excited just to see that because the back of the board was blank. Absolutely, and you could probably sell that board someplace, but on the back of this board, you have a really nice IC chip, and that's absolutely going to have some gold in my book. I tell you what, I'm not going to throw it away because why? Why would you get rid of your potential gold? And there's potential for silver right there. And I keep these resistors as well. A majority of them don't really have any precious metals in them, but I keep them anyway. Was it worth taking apart a completely random electronic we found in the garbage? Absolutely, especially when you have a lot of them. It sure does add up. So I tell you guys what, if you're returning viewers and you're getting something out of this, then hit that subscribe button. For all my subscribers, absolutely thank you for stopping by again today. For my wife, I love you, and for my kids, go wash your face.